Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for What's in the Lunchbox?
What's in the lunchbox today? Let's see if you can guess what's in the lunchbox. What is lunchbox? Keys. The keys. Chat's hot. The key to the city of London. A brand new car. Screws. Teeth. A empty wallet from not doing a D&D stream. And key to your heart. Can they guess what's in the lunchbox? Can they guess what's in the lunchbox today? I could be one of those guys if I wanted. Today's episode of What's in the Lunchbox is brought to you by Dan2112 with an 80-month resub. He's always in work, working hard. Or hardly working. And Chicklet, who is always here because Chicklet is just praying that one day Ben Starr will appear on the stream. I would say today's episode is also brought to you by Crimbo Joe, who dropped a bunch of money on me offline the other night, and I very much appreciate him, because I've not been on stream for a few days. You thinking there is a brand new car? The answer was, in fact, an empty wallet from not doing a D&D stream and a brand new car. Almost threw up. A brand new car. You were both right. Both were correct. You know what? You were both correct. Pick a streamer. Fuck, I have to give you money. Fuck, I have to give you money. That's not how it works, but I can't give you money, so this is the closest way I can do this back. You know what I mean? We don't care, okay? Pick a streamer. Orkish. I'm banned in his chat, by the way. And I have been for weeks. Who else? If you don't type that name, I won't type it. Tom, absolutely desperate for someone to type Tom Bacons. The Ben Starr. Oh my god. No. Ranch. PB. Biscatter. Tom Bacons. Alasdair. Brad Random. Sorry, you're right, it's Leah. She put it all in block capitals because she's the center of the fucking universe. Pick a streamer. Mama. Alright, who do you want to win? Hilariously, the Brad Random channel. Insider trading. Absolute insider trading right now. Gonna get into trouble. It's my 16-month anniversary. And we're gonna gift one sub because I've spent more than enough money this week. Thank you very much. Can you guess what I spent money on? You probably think brand new car. You'd be wrong. You probably think brand new car. You'd be wrong. Oh, wow. Cool. Music is completely shut down and turned off. Great. Crashed. Great. Oh, that's why. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So annoying. Oh, Windows. Oh, Windows. Imagine Windows ever worked. They have such a monopoly, don't they, that you just like, well, they can afford to just be, it doesn't work. So what are you going to do about it? You just have to accept it broken. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm sorry, is everything broken? Can you hear that? Danny, thank you for the 51-month resub. Bear of Flame, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Tom Bacon's, thank you for the 52-month resub. Aaron, thank you for the 81-month resub. Missy Meow, thank you for the 32-month resub. I love taking days off because when you come back, you feel like you got loads of subs that day because you guys probably would have popped in at some point over the last few days. You know. I'm back. Had a few days off. I'm sure no one gives a shit or even noticed. We're gonna do some D&D in a minute. Now, I was gonna tell you a whole story about how when I was younger, I never learned how to drive, and so I did it recently, and then passed my driving test on Friday. But then Ratch ruined it in one comment. I mean, I was gonna build it up. I was like, I'll just do literally the next 45 minutes was gonna be build up to it, and Ratch just straight up ruined it in one. I've silenced everyone for months, and Ratch just absolutely ruined the whole story in one comment. Yeah, that's what I've been studying for. And I know some of you are American and you're like, what? Huh? But if you're a European, you understand this. Hey, UK people and European types, you understand that we actually need to learn how to drive in our countries because the roads are crazy. In America, you don't need to learn how to drive. It's just a go-kart and you go from you're just on a giant, great big road and it's so easy to get around. It's unbelievable because your country is 1 week old. So if you are American, I don't want to hear a word of anything. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So you have to do a test. You have to do 2 tests. And one of them is a theory test, which is really hard to do when you're an old man. And you're dumb like me. And that's what I was studying for. And that theory test was the Friday before the Tuesday of the first side quest episode. I was so stressed out. And then I had my actual practical driving test on Friday at 8:57 a.m. I mean, 8:57, you know, which meant I had to get up at 6:30. And I did it, and I got 1 minor. And I'm going to tell you all about it. I might tell you about it tomorrow, though, because I'm kind of tired today and I don't want to blow my energy too... I don't want to blow my load too hard. So I might tell you the whole proper story, like tomorrow or something. Because we have time tomorrow before we play Gloomhaven every week of like just a whole thing. There's the whole point and click adventure thing, yeah. Only one, damn. Well, it's one minor thing. You get you get 15 minor mistakes that you can make on the practical test. If you make one major, you fail. I have one minor on the whole thing, and I'm really pissed off because honestly, I reckon I didn't get any. So I'm pissed off. I was a little bit undercooked. They brought my test forward from July 16th to May 30 or whatever. Now, there's a couple of elements to this that have made it even more fun. And so much more fun than you could ever imagine. One is that my friend Liam, who has been my friend since we were 13, also never passed his driving exam. And so we decided to do it together this year because we were bored. Here's the other thing. I don't need a car, by the way. I live in London. There are two main reasons that I've never bothered getting a driving license. Really, it's like worth getting a driving license, but it's very expensive to do. I don't know if it's expensive in your country, but it's really expensive. Driving lessons are expensive. You have to do months of them. You have to pay for the tests. Quite often you have to pay for like a big chunk of extra driving lessons around the test. So the whole thing is very expensive, and I've never had money ever, really. It's really unbelievably expensive. But the two main reasons that I never bothered doing it, because I think a lot of people, especially Americans, are always so confused when someone from like the UK or Europe or something doesn't have a driving license. They're like, how's this possible? How can this be? Because in America, it's just it's really hard to get around in America without a car. I've been to America plenty of times, and I've regretted not having a license. That's one of the only times I've ever regretted not having one. It's like, oh man, it's really annoying getting around. I get it. In the UK, you can get around, honestly, very easily without a car. Public transport is perfectly fine. You just take trains everywhere in this country. Even people who drive take trains a lot of the time, especially if you work near a big city. And I was born and raised in London, so I've been a metro kid my whole life. So that's one reason that I've never needed it, because I've never needed it. You know, there's been only honestly, in all my life, there's only been a few times when I've really been like, man, I wish I had a car today. And it's usually like, oh, the dog's dying. You know, like it's so specific and rare. And it's, you know, every now and then it's like, you might want a car. If you live in a big city in Europe, you don't... if anything, I'd say it's probably a bit of a hindrance to have a car because everything costs more. You can't get anywhere. Traffic is crazy. You know, there's usually extra charges and things. So I've never really needed one. But the other reason is that I did actually start to learn to drive when I was a kid. When I was quite late in my teens. I didn't do it when everyone else did, but I started doing my lessons at 18, I think. And so I was learning to drive when I was 18. But then I left home and became a drug addict. And guess what my money went on? And that's really, honestly, the main reason I never finished it is that I suddenly had to start paying rent at like 19 years old because I was, you know, semi-kicked out of my house. And I moved into a crack den. And I lived in a crack house for 4 years. And so in that time, I was doing my lessons and, you know, I was about ready to do a test, or I think I did a test. I can't remember. I think I failed my first test. I did fail my first test because there was a car that stalled on a roundabout and I didn't know what to do. And I went, okay, well, I guess I can go. And then I was like, no, I'll wait. And then he stalled again. And then I went, well, now I have to go because it's just taking forever. And I went, and the guy was like, should have waited. And I was like, fuck. And he went, also, that was dangerous. So now you fail. And then I did like 2 more driving lessons, and then I ran out of money. And then I went crazy and took loads of drugs and spent all of my money on drugs. And then I was in debt until I was 30, mid-30s. And then, you know, I had no way I could afford it until I was, until really recently. And when I was living in Brighton, all I would do was just Uber into town 20 minutes.
Drug money.
Thank you. And then I moved back to London, and I still don't need a car. And I just want to state for the record, I still don't need one. Me and Liam did it for fun. Because it really annoys me when you speak to people from like usually America, but some people who are like, oh, how have you lived without a driving license? Very easily. It's really easy to get about in London without a driving license. But it's nice to have one and have the option to go to like really random places. So me and Liam last year last year was pretty shit for me. And Liam wasn't having a great time either. I had lots of money problems at the beginning of the year, and then I moved house, fixed all of that, and then got really sick for 6 months. And during that time, me and Liam were like hanging out a lot, and we were doing like a local walk. And we live in like a really shit area in London. It's like, I mean, almost everywhere in London is a shit area, but this is kind of just like a dregs area. There's nothing here. It's basically a suburb. And there's like a really shit little walk that we would do, and we've done almost every day for like the last year. We'll do like a 30-minute walk. Most of the time, just before I start a stream, I've just been on a 30-minute walk with Liam, and we go up and down and we chat about stuff, whatever. And it's nice because you know, when I was living by myself for a long time in Brighton, Liam was living by himself in this town, so we finally, like, you know, you have a human to talk to, and you're speaking to an actual human being, and even if you're just venting stuff out that you know, whatever, you're just chatting to someone. And during that process, we were just talking about like, God, it is so, this year has been so boring and so shit. It would be nice if we drove to a different place to walk. Now you can just jump on a train and go. You can get like, there are high speed trains. You can get from central London to like Folkestone in like half an hour, probably less. And you can do like a nice walk around there. But we were like, well, what if we had a car though, and we just drive to like, we had like a tour, you know, we could go to all these like random places, castles. There's so many castles and fucking manor houses and random shit like that. There's so many hikes and so many walks and stuff. And while you can pretty easily get to them with trains and public transport, we were like, it might be more fun if we had a car. And then we were like, well, why don't we just do that? Why don't we just get a car? Why don't we just figure it out? So, you know, last summer, we set a plan to be driving by this summer. And on the sort of promise to ourselves that we would go out, you know, ideally like once a week, because I've been taking Saturdays off, and quite often on a Saturday I just mooch around and relax, or me and Liam will go for a longer walk or something. And we were like, well, what if we just on a Saturday we find some of these like nature parks or whatever, and we just go to them, we just drive to them. It gives us something to do. We go to a place, look around, come back, do a walk, you know, whatever. So we were like, let's do that then. So I sat there, I fucking budgeted it out. It has almost killed me. But figured it out, budgeted out how to do it, blah, blah, blah. Liam started doing his lessons at the beginning of the year. I started doing them a month or two after that. And we had the same company, and it's a company of 2 people that were teaching us. And so I just called the same company that Liam was with, because I was like, well, they're local, whatever. I call them up, but I get a different instructor. There are 2 instructors. One guy is teaching Liam. One guy is now teaching me. So then every day we just, you know, every week I'll go on like a lesson with my instructor. He'll go on a lesson with his instructor, and then we come back together and we discuss it. You know what I mean? And we've sort of just gone through this whole process together. Then you have to book a theory test. So you have to learn stuff like the highway codes and what stuff means and how to do this. And for some reason, there's like safety shit in there. It's quite hard to learn, but it's not the hardest thing you'll ever learn. You know, it's not like physics, but it's just chunks of information. So I spent a long time. You remember when I was saying I was like studying for something? It was for that predominantly. And so I booked my theory test in, and Liam books his in. It's on the same day somehow, at the same time, in the same place. And we were like, what? That's so crazy. What the fuck? So we get to do that together. We go to this fucking test center, manage to pass it first time. If you can learn the Lancer system, you can learn this. Well, I didn't have to properly learn the Lancer system, so. But yeah, you're right. It's the only time I ever have to learn stuff like this is when I'm learning a new TTRPG system. But I haven't really used my brain in this way since I was a kid, since I was at school. It was quite hard to do. Really, genuinely, it was hard for my brain to like learn in that way because I just haven't learned like classic orthodox textbook learning for so long. Yeah, we did this test or whatever. We come out, do a few more weeks go by, and Liam is like, oh, my test is booked for like this date or whatever. And I was like, okay, mine's booked for like a month and a half after. And we were like, okay, great. My guy, I get in the car 2 weeks ago. And my guy goes, your test is in 2 weeks. What? Coming. And I came. Just shit myself. Absolutely horrific. I was like, I'm not ready, bro. He's like, And I was like, cool. Let's go, I guess. As I'm driving around, I see Liam. And I'm like, hey, Liam. Go to my house. I drive to my house. He comes to my house. He's 1 minute away from my house. I don't know where he was going or what he was doing. And I'm like, when's your driving test? He goes, 30th of May. I went, guess when mine is? 30th of May. We get the same test date. Now, this isn't a thing they've arranged. This isn't arranged by these guys. This is random. It's just allocated, like it's government allocated. Completely random. I'm like, what time is yours? He's like, 9:07. Mine's at 8:57. 2 different places. The test centers were different. But what the fuck? You know, like the weirdest thing of like stars aligning. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? And so then we're like, what if we both fail? That sucks. What if one of us passes and the other one doesn't? That's okay. What if we both pass? This is going to be sick. This is going to be so fun. So we go into the test. Both of us pass. This was on Friday. We went and got a car. Now, Liam bought a car. It's actually not my car. I have keys to it. But Liam was like, I've bought a car. And I went, oh, fuck. Are both of your parents still together? No, I bought a car. I'm kidding. I didn't really. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go. And he's like, I bought a car. We're going to fucking crash it. We're going to smash it up. We've named it Harvey because Harvey Dent. And neither of us know where the left-hand side of the car is. At any time, during any moment of driving, the left-hand side of the car, I've got no idea where it is. It's in Narnia the whole time. And at some point, both of us are going to scrape that thing down a wall and he's going to become Two-Face. He's currently called Harvey, but one day his name will be Two-Face. And it's going to happen. We're driving so it's a Lexus CT200H, if you care. It's the premium version, and that just it means it has a Mark Levinson sound system in it. I don't know what that means, but me and Liam have been driving around in it, listening to music really loud, and it sounds fucking awesome. And who cares? I don't even care if it has wheels. I don't even care if it has wheels. It has 13 speakers in. I don't care if it has wheels. It has 13 speakers in. And yeah, I'll talk more about it because I've got a lot of stories for this for the last, because there's a couple of months of this, and this is every Thursday morning. I was doing these like 2-hour long driving lessons, and then literally I was getting back at 1:30, walking in, turning my computer on, and starting the stream at 2, and I'd already been speaking to a guy for 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I would fucking get onto this stream and be like, so tired. I was dreading getting up that early on Friday. Somehow I wasn't actually like completely spazzed out about it. I was getting anxious on Wednesday, but then I woke up on Thursday and it was completely gone, and I was like, okay. Well, normally if you tell me I have something really important to do, I will get anxious about it, and I kind of didn't with this. I didn't sleep too well Thursday night, even though I wasn't feeling nervous or anxious in myself at all. I was really chill all day. I didn't really care. But then my body was just like, you have to get up so early. So it just wouldn't shut down properly. Even though I wasn't like overthinking anything, it just wouldn't shut down. So I actually only had about 5 hours sleep. And then I had to get up and immediately go and do an exam, which is fucking crazy because it's just you in a car. My exam, I can't wait to tell you about it. I'll tell you about it tomorrow, I think. Was absolutely insane. I honestly at this point don't believe I actually passed. I think what happened was basically I've become religious and God passed me for some reason. I am now one of God's warriors. He needs me to do something. He needs me behind the wheel, and this is the only way he could, gently nudge me in the direction of saving a child in need one day as I drive by casually. He was like, oh, this is the only option? That guy? He doesn't even believe in me. This is the only certain level of events that could happen to have me driving past that kid. Oh, fuck, we have to get this guy to do it. Fine. Wait, when? His test is in July? That's not going to work. Push it forward to May. Yeah, I know he can't drive. Yeah, it's all good. And then, also on his test, make it the craziest test of all time, and at the end of it, he passes. Why? Anyway, smashed it, absolutely killed it. Both of us have been driving around. Yesterday, me and Liam, I was exhausted on Friday. So tired. I woke up yesterday with a headache. Yes. I got back after all of that. I had to do non-effort Friday night. I was like, and then go to sleep. Woke up at 1 a.m. on Friday night and went like this. I went like this. Oh my God, did I put the parking brake on? The car lives at my house because I have the bottom floor of my apartment building is a car park that is locked. So we were like, oh, we got to park it in there. It's just a private parking garage. By the way, which means I have to park in the tiniest little fucking thing. Hey, didn't learn how to drive, by the way. I don't know how to drive. And the hardest thing in the world to do. So yeah, we did it basically for fun. Obviously it's an expensive, fun thing to do, but I'll be honest with you, right? And I'll say this much just to sort of tap it off. I have not felt alive for about 5 years. I've just been a corpse walking around. And yesterday we had a whole day where we just like did stuff. We were driving around. We drove really far away. I almost fucking died like 6 times. It's probably not true, but it feels like it. We drive to the most random place ever. Then we drive to this completely random forest. We walk around in the forest. We get back in the car. We drive all the way home. And you're like present. I was like present. I was in the moment. And I was like enjoying it very thoroughly. It's not like I haven't spent time with other people and been present in the moment, whatever. But there was something about there was a sense of achievement, because I set out to do something. Liam set out to do something. We did it. And you know, that you can be proud of yourself. It's a small achievement, but it is an achievement. You did something. You passed your exams. I did everything first try. It's all, you know, done and dusted. It was hard. It was hard work, but it was like, you know, whatever. And we set this goal for ourselves last year, and we did it. And, you know, now we can just enjoy ourselves. And we really wanted to be able to just get out there and do some more fun things here and there throughout the year. And I'm really, like, I sort of, it's one of those things where when you're an old fucking divorced loser like we are, you need these little drops of joy in your life. And so we sort of just set out to do this as a, you know, it's like a necessary thing to be able to just sort of try and improve just day to day, week life, you know, do something every week to improve it. And it's been honestly quite a fun experience. And then yesterday was absolutely hilarious. Me and Liam have just been driving around for 2 days. I'm actually really tired. All of yesterday I had a headache until really late at night. And I've never driven a car late at night. Now, I've driven cars before. When I was younger, I did lessons. I also have illegally driven cars a few times. Don't tell anyone. But it was years and years and years and forever ago. But what I've never done is driven at night. And last night, Liam was like, I'm too tired to drive. You drive. I mean, a gay couple. Too tired to drive. You drive. And so I drove us around at night for the first time ever in my life. And it's really weird and different and strange. And it's just kind of like, there's like elements to it that are more scary and elements that make it a little easier. I drove around for a little while with no headlights on, of course. And then, but like, I tell you one thing that is crazy about driving at night, and this is such a, I know that some of this is just like noob shit and none of you give a shit, but on the fucking motorway, you're bombing it along, I'm on a slip road. I look in my fucking wing mirror and there's just random lights. There's no lanes. There's just random lights. It's absolute guesswork. What? Are you for real? Every time you change lanes at night, it's like that? Why can't I see the studs? Maybe it's just the stretch of the fucking M25 I was on or whatever, but it was fucking crazy. Scared the shit out of me, thought we were going to die. And Liam was like playing music and having a great time. And I was like, he doesn't know we're about to die right now. He has no idea we're about to die right now. Yeah. It's been very fun. I really enjoy driving around. I don't think I'm too bad at it, to be honest. You'd probably have to ask Liam and my driving instructor. But I don't think I'm too bad at it. I generally enjoy it. You know, I'm sure me and Liam are going to fuck up. We're going to make loads of mistakes, you know. We have to really get out there and drive around. I posted some pictures on my Instagram as well of like us driving around. And I think Liam posted one. There's one of me driving around if you want to see me driving in the car and you want to see what the inside of the car looks like a bit. Yeah, that's where I've been. That's what I've been up to. And that's what the doctorate was. You know what I mean? I'll talk about it. I'll get into some more detail about it tomorrow before we play Gloomhaven, though. I'll tell you the story of my driving tests and stuff because it's kind of funny. And I will not be taking any questions at this time. I honestly fucking hate speaking to anyone who has any opinion on any of it. Looked like a chunky trip for your second day of driving. Yeah. Do you know where we went, Tom? We drove to fucking Ashford. Anyone know where that is? Because I don't. It's like an hour and a half away. And the whole way down there, I had to drive there and Liam drove back. But on the way down there, I was the experiment child and we went a crazy route. The sat-nav we were using kept turning off every time we came off the motorway. So I'd come off of the motorway and I'd have to hit a roundabout. I had to hit there was like a double or a triple roundabout at one point. And I had to go from like one, I don't know which road it was. I have no idea where I was. I was on a motorway going to another motorway and the sat-nav just turned off. It was the scene from A Bug's Life when the leaf lands in front of him, but I'm driving along and I had to just fucking figure it out. It was fucking crazy. It was the worst. I was just I was a haggard human by the time we got there. We got routed the wrong way at one point. We got lost and we turned down a wrong road, and I ended up in a part of Ashford that doesn't have fucking road markings. Huh? I don't know how to drive yet. There's no road markings on the road. They're trying to make it look all pretty or whatever. It was fucking crazy. You know? Then we get lost trying to find this forest, and I end up going down this fucking weird, tiny little country road. I don't know if you guys in America just look up like English country roads if you want to know the difference between what it's like to be an American driving in Europe. It is insane. I even showed Whack, and Whack was like, no, absolutely not. And that's Whack, you know? Whack is like, whatever, you can do it, you know, with everything. Those one lane, no lights, 60 mile an hour roads, yeah. That's what I was on. And it was fucking nuts, dude. And I get there and I was like, you know. And it just made me feel like a bad driver. You know what I mean? Because it was just so chaotic on the way down there. And I was like, man, I fucked all that up. And Liam was like, it was fine. And then we come back and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, Liam's turn. Liam, you can drive us home. Fuck you. This drive is fucking bullshit. It sucks. And then we changed all the sat-nav and everything. So he already didn't have a broken sat-nav to do this drive with. And we kind of knew that. Dude, he got on one road and drove for a little bit and then got off. And I was like, huh? Why didn't it take that route down there? Why did I have to do 2 triple fucking roundabouts? Why did I have to do a crazy route through a fucking middle of nowhere? Why was there a part of town where there was no road markers and he got on one motorway? There's a route to... Are you kidding me? We drove... It felt like we were in the car for 10 minutes and we got out on the other end and he was like, oh, that was lovely. I was actually genuinely so pissed off. So we're going to go somewhere else next Saturday. And by the way, Tom, if you want to come on one of these trips with us, I'll give you my address. It's fucking easy as shit for you to get to here, I think. You can get in the back. We'll take you out in the Lexus. You can meet Harvey. But we're gonna do another couple of trips just to get used to it, you know. But he's driving us there. He's driving us there next time. I'll say this much. I leveled up a lot yesterday. I had to hit... There were so many random things that happened, you know. Like, some stuff I'm like, I don't know if that was my fault or not. Probably because I'm so new, maybe. But sometimes I'm like, I think like that guy's just a fucking idiot. And I know I'm like, yeah, I'm a day into it. But I think maybe that guy's an idiot. And that's all that happened there. There was a couple of like mad moments and like crazy, like, oh, what the fuck do I do? And I haven't got a great wealth of information to draw from here to just make a good decision. So I'm just like risking it. Oh, hope. But man, do I feel like I gained some levels. I already feel like I leveled up so much. I've only driven by myself once. I've driven a couple times by myself just to go and pick up Liam. But I went to see my mum this morning. I drove down there and took her out. Drove around with her for a little bit. Oh, that reminds me. I took a picture of myself. I parked. My sister wasn't allowed to come out to play because she's got her like in-laws over. And I drove to her house, parked in her parking spot, and then I was going to send the picture to her to wind her up that she's pissed off she doesn't get to hang out with us, you know. I'm going to send it to her now just to wind her up. I look so tanned in that picture. What the fuck? It's just lighting. I'm Indian again. Hey guys, I'm Indian again. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. Hiking live streams. So here's the thing. We actually might start doing some of those. But I don't want to promise it. But I'm looking into... Hey, by the way. Let's get those subs. Let's get a hype train going. All subs are currently going towards the D&D, by the way. Subs and donos or tips are on. They're being counted towards the bar, I think. So you're good. People that have already given me some. I saw them come through. Yeah, the problem is I have a really shit phone. My phone is a good phone. It's called like a Red Magic Racing 8 or something is what this thing is called. The Nubia. And it's a good phone, and they sent me it, and I love them. But I need a new one. It's old, and I need a good phone to be... And I want to just get a phone and stream from the phone, basically, is my plan. And I think we're going to, we're going to take Leah out. We're going to... My phone does have Go Faster stripes, yeah. It's there. And I can't see it. It won't focus on it, but... but it's called a Red Magic Racing 8 or something is the name of the phone. It's really weird. But I need to replace this phone or buy a sort of a dedicated stream phone. And then I can do streams remotely. I'm not going to buy one of those rigs that people have because it's just too expensive and just silly and, it's whatever. I'm going to try and just set it up from a phone and do some basically we'll set this up in the car and we're going to do some road trips. And you're probably going to watch us all die live on stream because I can't drive a car and I'm going to be going down the motorway and I'm going to be like, oh, we're accidentally going 110 miles an hour. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to crash. I'm scared, I'm scared of everything, and it's probably a good place to be. But yeah, we're going to pick up Tom. We're going to pick up Maya. We're going to pick up Leah. We're going to pick up Dave. We're going to do little drives around. Me and Liam are just going to go to random locations and stuff. So we're going to try and get them in. But I really need to fucking budget so hard for the next couple months because I got lucky and, luckier kind of. I got lucky that I managed to do this very quickly. I passed both my tests first time. So the cost is about as low as I think you can probably do it. But it was still fucking expensive as shit. I was spending like £400, £450 for like a month almost is what it worked out as. Not including the tests and stuff. So it's just caned my cash for the last few months. I'm really fucking I really pushed it with what I can and can't afford. I kind of got lucky in moving house and figuring it out, and really just not eating a lot last year saved me a lot as well. So yeah, in order to be able to do this, it's going to cost me a little bit of money just to buy some of the things. So I just need to work it out. Plus, I have to pay insurance on this car and stuff. And insurance is expensive, especially if you're a fucking noob. So, it's another ding. And I'm like, okay. So now we have to do 2 D&D sessions a day, every day for the next 3 months. No, I'm not going to rinse you guys that much. I don't want to put it on you or anything, but that would be the goal. At the moment, the goal is spend money on maybe getting a new phone, either getting a new phone for myself that is really, and I have no idea what to look at. I'm going to ask Leah. Either really good phone for connection and streaming from, and then we just try and do it from the car, or some other alternative. I don't know. And then basically, yeah, we go out and do little streams in the car. Live streams, and we'll just drive somewhere random, and we'll just bring you with us. I think that'd be really fun to do. Me and Liam have been looking at places. Liam's bought a fucking subscription to the National Trust or something, so we have access to all of these different national parks. And then also we just, me and Liam, I know it's kind of old man shit, but we were we kind of want to go to castles and stuff. The one thing this country has to offer, a lot of people, when I'm like, oh, if you come to London, I can never understand why you would ever come to this fucking country because it's so boring. What we do have is history, to be fair. If you're into history, it's probably a wicked country to visit. And I'm not massively into history, but I can get into it if I'm in a castle. You can go and see all these old castles. You can go and see these old manors and these old grounds and these places where old kings used to live, or these heritage sites and stuff of random things, fucking, I don't know, whatever. Also, there's just really nice parks. We do have a nice countryside, and summer's kicking in. It was 30 degrees in my apartment yesterday, and just getting in the car and turning the AC on alone was worth getting in the fucking car. Honestly, it was worth all of the money I've spent. A castle day trip, yeah. So that kind of stuff I think could be fun to live stream as well. So yeah, I've been looking at it. I know, I think Leah's been looking at it. I know she's mentioned it before on the streams, and we were like, yeah, let's see if we can maybe do something. So it's possible that me, Leah, and maybe even Maya could do something like that. I'll try and set it up like basically as soon as possible, and then we'll go on some day trips on stream, all of us together, you included. I'm talking to you. Not you, Tom. You can actually get in the car. But yeah, it's pretty expensive because basically I didn't realize how expensive phones were. Even just to get a new phone. Even if I just wanted a new phone and it was like, just my old phone's a bit knackered. The most expensive fucking thing on the planet. They're so expensive. Hever Castle to watch the jousting hosted by King Henry VIII. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good to me. We'll go there. Yeah, we'll do something like that. I think it would be fun. So, yeah, but me and Liam did it yesterday. We're doing some warm-ups at the moment. Me and Liam have got to get used to, driving around and stuff. But it's been fun. It's exciting. I've really enjoyed it. I've had such a fucking blast. I mean, yesterday was the most fun day I've had in a long time. And it was just me and Liam driving around. We just did something that people do every day. We just did a big long drive and drove back. But it was so great. And it was a nice day as well. It was super hot and it was fucking, that worked out really well. But it's just that sense of achievement that you get inside when you kind of do something. And if you actually let yourself feel it, you did something, you set out to do it and you did it, and I love that for us. I love that for us. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. My hope today was to do some D&D and then play some Expedition 33, but I just don't think it's going to happen because I'm just real fucking low on battery. And to be honest with you, I'd like to end the stream, eat some food, and then maybe get out in the car. My new hyperfixation and addiction. I'm about as addicted to driving that car as I am to Expedition 33, and those are the only two things I want to do. Dude, it's annoying because when you're doing something that is objectively fun. Like, I was playing Elden Ring today. I got up and I played like an hour of Elden Ring. And I was like, this is really fun and I'm really relaxed and I'm chill. But do you know what? I want to be playing Expedition 33 or driving that car. And you're like, well, your life is great, dude. You're complaining. But it's not that I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. It's that because I'm so hyper addicted to these other things, it reduces the impact of the other good stuff you do by a bit. Drive to mine, we'll sit in the garden. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea. Do I have to... What's that fucking charge called? Obviously don't say where you live, but are you in that weird little zone? Oh, actually, I think we're good. I think our car is... I can't remember now. What is it called? You can only go there if you have a if you have a certain type of electric car, right? Is it hybrids? The ULEZ? You're in the ULEZ. Oh yeah, okay. I think we're good. What the fuck is ULEZ? Because I'm not in the ULEZ, I don't think. Oh, if your car is less than 20 years old. Alright, we're good. We're good. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, man. And it's been very fun. It's been very expensive. It's been hard. There have been some days where I've been really tired because I've had to get up and like do some of this stuff and then go and that week. Honestly, the theory test week was so hard because I was like studying every night trying to learn this stuff and then get up and do like streams and then set up a table story show. I was preparing. I was in the final fucking countdown for side quest, and it's just the most pressure and stress, And I was like, this was a mistake. Ultra low emission zone, that's right. Okay, yeah, I see the signs. There's one there. I can basically see it. It's like, be careful, the ULEZ zone is there. I thought it was that you needed an electric car. Which is what I have. I have a hybrid. It's a cool car. I like the car. I'm gonna buy it off of Liam. I'm gonna buy it off of Liam when Liam buys a fucking Mercedes or something. because he won't be able to help himself. And I'm a little council estate child. All right, look, who is giving me money? Sleth, thank you for the 40 months. I appreciate you. Moonfish, thank you for the 31 months. I appreciate you. Penny, thank you for the gift sub. Anonymous, thank you for the gift subs. Nina, thank you for the gift subs. Shadow, thank you for the gift subs. Gabriel, thank you for the gift sub. Wizard, thank you for the gift sub. Ratch, thank you for the gift sub, even though you owe me more because you spoiled the entire surprise. Mr. Kip Kip, thank you for the 98-month resub day. Indo, thank you for the drug money. Dan, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Kara, thank you for the 52-month resub. Dabiru, my son, thank you for the 64-month resub. Danny's, thank you for the 51-month. Bear of Flame, thank you for the 5 gift subs as well. And Ratch, that's more like it. Thank you. El Olmo. He tried to gift a sub to Elmo, but I spelled it wrong. No, don't give me any money, Ratch. You ain't got the money to spend on my bullshit. I'm only kidding. Petrol after 2005 and diesel after 2015 are generally fine. Yeah, okay. We're fine. The petrol on the car hit. The little light came on this morning. Completely forgot to put fuel in the car. And I drove, and I saw it come on, and I drove past the gas station and went, you know what, I'm going to pick up Liam and make him do it. I'm going to make him do it. Not because I'm scared of doing it. I've put petrol in the car lots of times. Because I did it. Weirdly enough, I had to do it on a lot. I've done it before, but I had to do it a lot on my fucking lessons. I don't know. I guess this was the time of day or in the week when the car needed to be gassed up, so he'd make me do it. He was like, I remember the first time, it was like one of the first lessons I did. He was like, he was like, have you ever put fuel in this car? And I was like, no. And he was like, do you want to try? And I was like, fuck it, I need to learn how to do it one day, you know. But the pay at pump ones are so nice. It pisses me off because there isn't one near me, unless, you know what, I'm gonna drive to one tonight and see if it is one. That is fucking so easy to do. I love that shit. Remember, I'm old, and when I first drove a car, it was 20 years ago. So it's kind of strange being in a car that has like cameras and shit, you know? Like when I first learned how to drive a car, first ever learned how to drive a car, and there was no such thing as fucking cameras and, you know, pay at pump stuff. The car I learned in had a 360 camera. And I don't know if you've ever been in a car or tried to fucking parallel or bay park a car with a 360 camera. It is the easiest thing you will ever do in your entire life, because as you're driving on the screen, which is fucking a beautiful fucking LCD fucking surround sound screen, comes up and it shows you the top of your car, top down, and everything around it, because you have cameras and sensors all around the car. So it shows you everything. It is like playing GTA 1. You can see your car, you know. So it's the easiest fucking thing ever. Well, I fucking learn in that. I park with that. And then yesterday, I suddenly find that I have to park a car without a 360 fucking camera in it. Oops. He doesn't know how to drive. I'll be honest, I absolutely fucking smashed it. I've smashed every bay park I've done, and I cannot parallel park is what I figured out. I figured out that I can bay park really well. Even Liam was like, how did you do that? At one of them, I was like, I don't know. And but parallel parking is rough, dude. I went and parked at my sister's today, and she's on a hill, and it's a reverse up a hill, and the road is turning. So it's like you're going downhill and the road is curving, and I had to parallel park like that. I've never done it before. Wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty. Last night, me and Liam drove to the mall, and we went into the quiet bit of the car park, and I was teaching him my secret method of parking. Been driving for 6 years, have reverse bay parked 3 times and parallel parked maybe twice since passing. Where do you live? How is that possible? I have to, I mean, so my parking spot downstairs has a big fucking BMW on the left and a pillar on the right, and the bay is small. So I had to learn quick. How to get into that spot. It's really hard to forward. Just you go in forwards. I mean, you sort of have to. The thing is, you have to reverse out, so you're still doing it. Yeah, it's really hard to park in my parking spot downstairs. It's fucking horrible, absolutely horrible. But honestly, I find parallel parking much harder. I have a reverse camera and that's it, which makes it much easier. If I actually don't know, honestly, if you put me in a car that didn't have a camera on the back, if I could do it. I have no idea where the front of this car is. I'm grabbing the keys as if it's the car. I don't know where the front of the car is. Say it again. I don't know. Okay? And I don't know if I ever will. I don't know. Harvey Dent. It comes down to who does it first. Who's going to dent Harvey first? And who's going to full on two-face him? Me or Liam? Place your bets. My money's on me. Because this car is pretty similar to the one that Liam learned to drive in. Whereas for me, I've never driven a car like this. It's really, really different. Everything about it is incredibly different, actually. The braking and the other thing is different. It doesn't know what bits of a car are. The gas is, the accelerator is really different, and the brake is so much more like you just have to. This is how much you have to push the brake down. You ready? This is the brake pedal. That's an emergency stop. Did you see it? I'm sorry. Did you not see it? Watch. You ready? Emergency. Did it fall from 60 to 0? You can't touch it. You touch it and it comes to a full stop. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so sensitive. Oh my god. Hi, Floral. I've kind of figured it out. The gauntlet yesterday, I got used to it a lot more. And it has the parking. I've never seen this. I don't know if this is a Lexus thing or what, but the handbrake isn't a handbrake. It isn't even just a button. In modern cars, you just have a button that's the handbrake. It's a foot brake. So it's the leftmost pedal in the car. You push it down. It goes like this. I feel like it's in trucks, yes. It's one of them. And that is why I woke up at 1 a.m. the other night and went, oh my god, did I put the handbrake on? And I was like, well, it doesn't, it's probably not going to roll off. It's flat ground down there. But I was like, but what if it's currently in the middle of the car park? How do you do handbrake turns? I don't know. I guess you don't. It's really strange. And that's the pain. That's what it costs to have a Mark Levinson surround sound system in it. What does it mean? No one knows. What does it mean? No one knows. Anyway, that's what I've been up to the last couple of days, driving around in the Lexus, me old Lexus, me old pal Harvey, who I'm sure you'll get to meet hopefully soon. If you give me a couple of, I'm still really tired though. I didn't sleep very well on Friday night. I thought I would sleep really well, but I only got 5 hours sleep on Friday night as well, and woke up at 6:30 yesterday and was like, I'm awake. I guess I'll go drive around. This is an auto, Tom. Yeah, I don't need it. I don't even have a manual license. I don't need it. What year is it? I'm American. I was brought up by Nickelodeon. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Okay, tired. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. 5 hours sleep. Thursday night. 5 hours sleep. Friday night. Last night I got about 7 hours sleep, split over 2 separate fucking 3.5 hour stretches. And and I haven't stopped, constantly. Now, I don't know if you guys were giving me subs there as like a congrats thing or not. And if you were, thank you very much. If you weren't, I guess we better play some D&D, you know? Euro Truck Sim. Oh, bro, I'm going everywhere. I'm going to Germany. You want to come? Ratch, come back to England and we'll go to Germany together. And if you want to watch that, I suggest we play some D&D right now. Let's get some D&D in, man. And we haven't played in 2 weeks. We did the stupid podcast last week. No one wanted that. That wasn't fun or interesting. And I honestly, genuinely couldn't remember anything about where you were in D&D when I woke up this morning. And then I logged in to our D&D game and saw a plesiosaurus.
Once again I hear the siren sing its song of clashing iron. Racing thoughts, it might be dire. Is this the one where I'll expire? Raise my blade against misery, inviting in catastrophe. Shake the doubts and steal the soul. Find the route that sees me to my goal. With my friends I'll find the way. I'm not going down today. Find the good, fight the mood, achieving things I never thought I could. Spend my time, the winds will go well. Seize the day and thwart the endless night. Clear it when I will shine. Raise above the hero's light, lend an ear to people's plight. I can fight, do it. It's time to make it right. I will try. My conviction is my oath. Church and water, fire both. Pushing through my face to die. I'll keep marching on despite and will rise. The hero's light. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It is time, once again, to fight. Fight for your right to Plesio. Now, how do you say it? Plesiosaurus, plesiosaurus, plesiosaur? I don't know. Bam. All right. We are 5.678B23291 dollars in to pick a prize. Oh, the spins didn't count. Fuck. Let me work it out because you guys have been very generous this morning. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. Are you ready? Plus 5, 17. Plus 2, 19. Plus 10, 29. Plus 5, 10, 39. 39. Let's call it 40. Let's call it 40. We're at 40. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All of that goes towards paying my incredible debt that I've racked up the last couple of weeks. Let me hit reset on this and hope that it works now. I don't know why it didn't. I figured out how to get this to work because it's really annoying when it does that. On the subs. So. Where are we? That's right. It has a gleaming gem in its head. So Leary, Lancelot, and Snotflap have been sailing down the cliffside ocean from the witch's hut down to the last, I think it's one of the, it might be the last site of side quests for Badgerbrook West, the site of a fallen star. In doing so, you had to do a bunch of different checks. You got into a previous fight, and then something happened to activate this fight as a creature, which will remain nameless for now because I'm going to tell you what it is. Makes its way towards the rowboat. You're in a tiny rowboat. I think it's broken now. I think it got battered. And then I think you know what it is. You see like a shadow beneath the surface of the water under the boat. Snotflap glances over the side, and there's like a long serpentine neck begins to lift up out of the water, cutting through the waves like a blade, sort of slick but mottled skin, and then a plesiosaur bursts from the water with a gem sitting in the dead center of its forehead, just above its eyes. Its eyes are these little black, unblinking things that lock on to the boat. Rows of jagged teeth glisten. It lets out a sort of guttural hiss. It's got these huge flippers. I think they have 4 of them, right? And it churns the water up around it. The boat rocking violently from side to side. Lancelot, Lyri, and Snotflap having to grip the sides of the thing as this enormous predator begins to circle the boat. Let's roll. Let's spin the wheel first. Let's go. You get 4 wheel spins. And the first, let's see how you open up this. One magical item. Is that what led to the gem in its head last week? Alright, I'm gonna make it a really fucking powerful magic item, man. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll make it a powerful magic item. Spin again. Every time you land on magic item in these next 4 spins. Hexed. Now I have a hex list, don't I? It's time. Roll me a d20, chat. Exclamation point, roll d20 in the chat. The spell wind takes a little, leaves a mark, and whispers as it goes. You have become Hex. You can take the first roll. A 6 from Lolly. Hex mark. Reduce your maximum HP by 1. A faint glowing sigil appears on your skin, pulsing during rest. Alright, not too bad. Reduce your HP by 1. So let's have a look. Where are we going to put that? I guess we can just add an effect. X mark. And then we reduce your maximum HP from 36 to 35. Nope, that's your current maximum HP. Overall bonus -1. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. Next spin. An instant long rest is amazing because everyone's injured. Now, let's look at Lyri first. An instant long rest wins you At max HP, you've got 4 temporary hit points. Okay, Leary is fine. But I don't know, Leary just is immortal at this point. But Lancelot and Snotflap are a little injured. Fucking things don't work. Does he have 39 HP? What is there? More. What happens if I just give him 10? Does it overheal on this? No, great. And then Snotflap. Okay. Max HP. I don't know what this status effect is on him here. Dead. It says he's dead, I don't know why. Great. Perfect. Okay. How long do the hexes last? Until you get rid of them. Third wheel spin. A wild magic. Alright. Alrighty. Bring up the wild magic table. I think it's a D100. D100 going in. 97. Oh, you're surrounded by faint ethereal music for the next minute. That was fourth spin. Thanks, Rabbit Abs. My friend. My child. Alright, well that's not too bad then. Alright, faint ethereal music begins to play. And that is when I will ask for an initiative from you. Everyone roll me initiative, please. Your lives are in peril and danger. Your lives are in peril and danger. The plesiosaur appears. Just opening everything on this page as well. Let's pull up a plesio. Plesiosaurus. A plesiosaurus. Wow, a plesiosaurus. Wow. That's so nice to see a plesiosaurus. I'm very tired, I'm so sorry. I do very much apologize. I've been very lax on the Sunday streams, but I've been burning the candle at both ends with a few things lately. Why is this not working? Oh, there you go. I'd have to do this separately. Okay. Alright, fine, whatever. Roll NPCs. They're all NPCs apparently. And then you rolled what? Lyri has a +3 to initiative. We'll take the second roll. 14, so 17. Means you go first. Plesiosaurus is currently 30 feet away from you and swimming. What? doubt. Leary. Do. The classic options on there for you. Attack with the longbow. Use the Scroll of Spirit Guardians. You have 5 out of 7 charges left. You can activate the invulnerability ability for 10 minutes, which means you get invulnerability to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. You can dodge, which means things have disadvantage to hit you. You can use the Staff of Bird Cry, which you enjoyed using previously a lot. Everyone's fully healed, so you don't need any healing options. You can summon Diablos, and then your bonus actions you can figure out. You can figure out when you get to it. So this is your main action. Any other creative options in the chat we'll take as well. If you want to suggest anything that we do for the first opening part of the combat, then go ahead. Now is your chance. Thank you so much for the subs, everyone. I very much appreciate it. I will be looking at some... Maybe we could do it on stream a little bit. I don't know. Maybe look at some different phones. I don't know anything about it, really. If Leah doesn't have the immediate hookup, I will defer to... We could do a little look at it. All of a sudden, thank you for the 42 months. No, 26 months. You're all of a sudden 42. So, unbelievably tired. And I'm very sorry. Throw our rations into the water. Maybe it will eat them. Dance the ancient plesiosaurus greeting dance. Rat jam. Diablos opener. Animal handling to see if we know enough about the creature to avoid fight. Brad think. Shoot an arrow with a rope tied to it and try and pull the boss closer. What a fucking absolute classic opening move. Like a seafaring adventure, you know. What are you going for? 6 on see if we know about the creature. 6 on summon Diablos. Can anyone split the tie? Opening thing. It's still 30 feet away, right? 15 feet away? 30 feet away. Did anyone split the diff? Summon Diablos. They were like, we could try and find out anything about it. And instead, Leary stands forth at the bow of the boat. 1 foot on the boat. Brings up the Pokeball. Clicks the button. And then... That's right, you also unlock the special boss battle music, which I had commissioned. It was made by Zentia, my favorite musician. Fucking Diablos appears in the sky and unleashes a fucking torrent of energy. The Plesiosaur is annihilated by a lot of damage because... let's remind myself what it does. I forget how much it is every time. All enemy creatures within a 60-foot radius of the point Diablos is summoned must succeed on a Constitution saving throw of DC 8 plus the proficiency bonus plus the modifier. What is that and why don't I write it in this? 8 plus proficiency bonus to 10 plus spellcasting modifier charisma 3, so it's 13. DC 13A. DC 13A, a postcode. On a failed save, the creature's current hit points are reduced by 55%, rounded down. On a successful save, the hit points are reduced by 27% instead, and he is stronger in hell. All right, 55% or 25% damage guaranteed. Let's see. A con save. Got to beat a 13. 1. Rolled a natural 1. I used all of my luck on Friday. But you should be pleased. The thing gets absolutely fucked up. Let's see. What is 55% of... You do 37 points of damage. It is bloodied. You did not use both hands for this, so you have a bonus action if you would like to take it. We'll put it in the chat room. New poll. Bonus action. Reload, 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 reload. Right, your bonus action options are... Activate second wind. You're not injured. Throw a dagger. Drink potion. You have different potions. Choice to be decided. TBD. That's in the Twitch chat, that poll. It is live. Live. You have many potions. There are many potions in the potion satchel. Potions such as Potion of Clairvoyance, Invulnerability, Climbing, Animal Friendship, Invisibility, Healing, and the Elixir of Unholy Speech. Got a sore throat because I've done nothing but suck dick for 2 days. Sucked off the examiner and that's how I passed. Nope, just haven't stopped speaking, even though it was I haven't been on stream. I've probably spoken more than ever. Oh no, we're not. We're only, Don't get me started on the Godskin duo. Remind me to give you the update on Elden Ring. You'd think by now they'd be done, right? I went off and I've done a bunch of other shit. I've been trying to fight Mog. I killed Pia's champions or whatever. I've done a lot of random shit in the game. I'm like level 120 or something. Drink a potion, they said. Alright. Which potion? Can I fit them all on the Twitch one? So it's going to be, the choice is going to be invulnerability, animal friendship, climbing, invisibility, unholy speech. Because you don't need a healing one. You are full health. Choices in the Twitch chat again. I'm so tired. I started watching a show called Murder Bot. Anyone watch that? It's got Alexander Skarsgård, and it's kind of like, it honestly feels like it was a manga or something. I don't know. It's okay. So far, it's okay. But he's just like this the whole time. That's how he has to do the act. They have the cool spear, right? Oh, the plesiosaur? Oh. You have chosen to drink the potion of animal friendship. I guarantee you're going to regret this. I guarantee you're going to regret this. When you drink this potion, you can cast the level 3 version of the animal friendship spell. The target a beast you can see within range, the plesiosaur. The target must succeed on a wisdom... Oh no, you're not going to regret this. It lasts for 24 hours. Wait. Target the beast to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charm condition for the duration. If you or one of your allies has never the spell ends. Okay, so it must succeed on... So I'm assuming you're drinking this and casting this immediately on the plesiosaur, right? That's what's happening here. Glug glug. And then... And then big hearts in the plesiosaur's eyes. And then a charisma saving throw. Charisma saving throw? Wisdom saving throw. Here we go, baby. The plesiosaur makes a wisdom saving throw. It's got to beat a 13. Will become charmed. He used all of his luck. Okay, here's what happens. Here's what happens. You ready? The scene goes blank. We cut back to what essentially looks like this. Ash riding on the back of a lapras. The damaged boat is being pulled by ropes down like a carriage being pulled by horses as you see the damaged boat being dragged and pulled along by the plesiosaur. As it splashes through the water. Sunglasses on Lancelot, sunglasses on Lyri, sunglasses on Snotflap, as the three of them are on this wonderful joyride. The plesiosaur will take you wherever you would like to go. Wherever you would like to go. Combat is over. You get... I'll give you... You didn't kill it. I'll give you some XP for it. I'll give you 100 XP. I'll give you 100 XP. If you'd killed it on the first turn in combat, which you did, I'll give you an extra 50 XP. You're welcome. It is absolutely, it got absolutely fucking annihilated. But you know what it is? It's that thing in video games where you have to injure him in order for him to like calm down and then capture him in the Pokeball. Would you like to name the Lapras? Put some names in the chat and I will... And you will have the option to vote. Name Plesiosaurus. Lappy. Chickalaritos. My sister's first car was called Chiquita. After that song by ABBA. Chiquita, you and I know. Something, something, something shining above me. Or whatever, however that goes. Alright. The options are in the Twitch chat. And the options are Lappy, Chickalatrius, Turtle, Boat, and Pleshy the 8th. Was it a Cinquecento? No, it was a Nissan Micra, I think. Idiot. What an idiot she is. Does she text me back? I can't believe she hasn't texted me back. She is very busy today. I sent a picture of myself and Harvey outside of her house in her parking spot to wind her up. I drove over there. Esquio would have been good. Let's get you onto the... You're not in a combat anymore, are you? It is a delicious ocean cliffside scene. Pleshy the 8th. I should probably write that down somewhere. Pleshy the 8th is going to take you somewhere. But where? You have 2 left. You've got Fallen Star and Crystal Cavern. Oh, you're 3 left. You've got the Offering Tree as well. Yeah, loads of places to go. You're probably like here at this point. Pleshy can take you to the Fallen Star or the Crystal Cavern. So let's give you that option as well. You can pick. It is, after all, an MMO. The Fallen Star or the Crystal Cavern. And that is in the chat room again. A little easier for me to use the chat room for options that have less than all the other ones. So we're just going to use that for this. In the Twitch chat, Fallen Star, Crystal Cavern. The choice. I wonder, we can heal him from now anytime we travel to seas. He is only charmed by you for 24 hours. Brad, what? I mean, just already, PB. PB has sent me a gif of someone crying and a link to a game called Cozy Dragon Song Tavern. Cozy and adventurous. After impulsively buying a seaside tavern, you discover a baby dragon. I mean, who cares? I mean, she's going to have 1,005 hours in the game. But look at how bad this game looks. Oh my, I mean the worst game you've ever seen. Absolutely, by far the worst game you've ever seen. I mean, just the most. And she's, you know, she's actually crying and screaming. I've already bought it. Dragon Crossing. Just the most PB white woman shit of all time. Alright, we're going to the Fallen Star then. Pleshy brings the skiff to the shore. And with a wave and a goodbye and a ta-ta for now, you find yourselves once again on the shore line, on the shore side of Badgerbrook West. Let's have some checks. Let's get a check here. Let's roll some dice, baby. Baby girl. Let's have a survival check. We have a +2 to this. Exclamation point. Roll D20 in the chat. We'll take the second roll. Oh. Pleshy flicks something towards you. And you gain a magic item. How could I have been so foolish? So forgetful. So blind! So blind! Lies! Deception! Let's ask ChatGPT. Let me open ChatGPT. ChatGPT. In D&D, what is the closest item to the Silmaril? You get an Ioun stone, maybe. Let's see what that does. Does it exist? Ioun stones. Oh, Jesus. There's tons of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. The Ioun Stone of Sustenance is granted. To Lyri by Pleshy, whatever his name was. Ioun. stone of sustenance. What does it do? Where is it? The Iron Stone of Sustenance. When you take a magic action to toss an iron stone in the air. Is that how you pronounce it? How do you say this word? The stone orbits your head at a distance of 1d3 feet, conferring its benefit to you while doing so. You can have up to 3 iron stones orbiting your head at the same time. As a utilize action, you can seize and stow any number of iron stones orbiting your head. Your attunement to an iron stone ends while it's orbiting your head. The stone falls as you dropped it. You don't need to eat or drink water while this stone orbits your head. You don't need to eat or drink water. I mean, the absolute most useless one that you could ever have got. Can we get a round of applause? Thank you. No, I want a standing ovation. For how useless that truly is. I mean, if you go and watch last week's episode of Non-Effort, we spoke about breaking the party with magic items. I mean, this is the shit that I need to be giving them in side quest. Oh, you can have an Iron Stone of Sustenance if you want. Okay, you no longer... I mean, I will put it... Here's the thing, though. Let me just say something here. You are slowly making Larry into an absolute demigod. I mean, just so strong at this point. An AC of 23. Adamantite shield, armor of invulnerability, cloak of billowing, iron stone of sustenance, orb of direction, fucking chains of the damned. Level 4. Xena, Warrior Princess, Hercules. You remember we were watching those shows and they were so broken it was unreal compared to everyone else in the show. My throat is so sore. The guy who did my exam has given me COVID. Yeah, you really need wings. Alright, you rolled a 12 on your survival check. +2, 14. Nice. Yeah, you begin picking away through the underbrush. You're kind of in a random place and there is no immediate and obvious path. So you have to begin climbing or bouldering up part of the cliff edge here. Again, these are very windswept cliffs on the west coast of Badgerbrook. Let's have an athletics check from chat as well. Just for this one. You have a +1 to this? No. Really? Oh, you're dexterous, not strong. I thought you were much stronger than this. Am I losing my mind? Why did I think you were much stronger? A PB. Fuck off. This is what PB's sending me. Look at my character. Look how cute it is. I can't wait to get my dragon. Busy, PB. You roll with advantage on athletics. Why? Soldier. Remarkable athlete. Thanks to your athleticism, you have an advantage on initiative checks and strength athletic checks. Yeah, you do. Alright, we'll take both rolls. The higher of the two. Roll twice, motherfuckers. Take the higher of the first. We can take the first two that come through. A 15 plus 1, 16. Yeah, I mean, I think Leary makes their way up the side of this cliff quite comfortably, without really suffering too many negative effects. It's not too difficult. No exhaustion, no struggle. I think Snotflap is just kind of porting his way up to the top with endless misty steps. Lancelot struggling a little more with all that armor on, but the three of them begin bouldering up. Again, they're not climbing a cliff face. They're kind of just moving up a slight incline without the... there's no path. There are no steps. They're just making their way up the cliff face the safest way. Anonymous, thank you so much for the gift subs. Let's spin that wheel and see if anything happens to you on the cliff side here. As you come up and climb over the top of the cliff face, you run into an interesting individual. There's my car. There goes Harvey. Liam's just driven off in Harvey. Come back. Come back. As two hands grip on the side of the cliff face and Leary lifts themselves up, Leary suddenly stops and gasps. Two cartoonishly large eyes are looking at Leary. Long teeth. What are the front two teeth called? Long front teeth. A furry, bushy tail. A squirrel. And the squirrel says,
"Hello. My name is Barbara."
Leary, hanging on to the side of the ledge, says, "Hello."
I have an offer for you.
Hanging on to the side of the cliff. An offer?
Yes. Would you like to trade? I would trade for you 1 iron stone in exchange for this mystery box.
And grabs a mystery box. Now, what does the mystery box look like, Brad? I'll tell you. It is a box which is, it looks like a classic like a birthday present box, but it has been sellotaped over and over and over and over again, and then an awkward, probably second-hand bow has been stuck to the top. On the side, in Sharpie, chicken scratch handwriting, it says Mostery Bix. The squirrel rubs at the top of her head. She is bald. There's a bald spot on the top of her head. But she is wearing a bow tie. It is green. Barbara the squirrel offers you an exchange. Do you accept the exchange? Barbara's offer. Well, I guess accept Barbara's offer. And so that you don't fuck it up, because I know that you will. Yes or no? Barbara is offering you, in exchange for the Iron Stone of Sustenance, a mystery box. Do you accept Barbara's offer? And that is in Twitch chat. I know if you're watching this on a VOD, you don't really get to see the poll, but it is just so much easier for me to do the short, small ones in the Twitch chat, and then I can keep the other longer one for bigger ones. And sometimes I can help the image as well. Do you accept Barbara's offer? Yes. Lyri says, first can I climb up onto the cliffside here? Climbing up onto the cliffside. Snotflap says, I should dinner. Ports behind Barbara, giant teeth open, and Lyri says, no. Alright. Just don't eat Barbara the squirrel, please. Oh, come on, I'm hungry. Chat, roll me a d20. Let's see what's inside. Barbara the squirrel's mystery box. Pushing the box, we take the first roll. Pushing the box towards Lyri, Barbara says,
Here you go. Please, the stone.
Lyri takes the iron stone, hands it to Barbara, and picks up the box. Barbara says,
It is my second most prized possession within that box. Please, take very good care of it.
You open the box. And inside is a half-eaten sandwich that never spoils but tastes worse over time.
My most prized possession. Please. You must care for it. Now tell me, are each of you adventurers? Would you be interested in a
Side quest.
Interested in a side quest? Poll in Twitch chat, 1 minute. Let's get on this sheet here while you vote on that. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to remove the Iron Stone of Sustenance. There. Guys, please tell me you watched the last episode of Non-Effort. I just want to show you what fucking brilliant GMing looks like. I just took a powerful item off of you, and in exchange you get a half-eaten sandwich. So it is technically a magic item. Never spoils, tastes worse over time. If you ever wanted to know who the greatest GM on the planet is, it's probably Matt Mercer. Lyri says, I suppose we've got time to help. Do you need help with something?
Yes. I have lost My most prized possession. I need help finding my hat, for you see, I have become bald, and I need you to find my hat for me. Thanks.
What does Leary do? Give the box as a hat. Reward? Question mark. Eat the whole sandwich. Make a new hat. Style Barbara a comb over. That's what I've got. Ask what hat looks like. Wow, it took that many. It took 6 attempts before you got the obvious one. Agree without hesitation. You've already agreed. It's already been done. Alright, there you go. There's your options. What does Leary do? Give the box as a hat. Say reward. Eat the whole sandwich. Make a new hat. Style Barbara a comb over. Ask what hat looks like. Maybe if she sent me another... Oh my god, she sent me another picture. I mean, you know, get a job. Get a job, PB. Ask what hat looks like. Leary says, what hat looks like?
Well, it looks like the top of an acorn, the bit that you don't store and eat. I believe the word is cupule. And that's the first time I've ever said that word out loud. And it sounds weird to say and like it's wrong, but I think the word is cupule. It is spelled C-U-P-U-L-E.
You know the top bit of an acorn? That's what Barbara wears as a hat. What does Leary do? Reward? Question mark. You're the worst player at the table, Lolly, just so you know, by the way. Ask when Barbara... You're Orcish. Is this Orcish? That's Orcish's alt because he's banned in here. Ask when Barbara last had the hat. Where have you last seen it? Same thing. Where did you lose it? Same thing. Who do I pay to get fan art of Barbara? That's a good point. Who in here can draw? There's a couple of artists that hang out sometimes. Cut the box to make it look like a cupule. Ask if one that looks similar is okay. I'm just curious. No, you are the worst player at the table. You're the Orcish of this side quest. Is this hat special? What about it you like? And there you go. There's your options. There's your options. I'm just orking. That's actually hilarious, PB. It's actually... PB's living her best life right now in a dragon tavern.
My dream. It has come true. Finally, Mr. Murdoch.
I slipped into Fisk there. Ooh. What? Live on stream? You're on the wrong website. You're on the Wang website. Welcome to the Wang website. Ask when Barbara last had the hat. When did you last have the hat? Leary says to Barbara.
Oh, I wore it this morning when I went over to the acorn tree.
Points to a nearby, singular, standing acorn tree. What does Leary do now? I feel like I'm going insane. What's the matter with you? Look for the hat. Check if he's hiding something. Ask if the tree ever attacks things. Offer Babs to hop on shoulder and come with so we can find it. Does it have anything on it that distinguishes it? That's how I spelled it in my head. Anyone else do that sometimes? Hey, anyone else do that, by the way? When you're trying to, sometimes when you're like trying to write a word out and you're not too sure how it's spelled, you say it out phonetically because words don't make sense in English a lot. Beautiful, you know? Or am I just dyslexic? Look at the tree and see if there's anything wrong with it, bars. There you go, there's your options. Let me show you this. You vote on this and I'm going to show you something. Hope you guys are enjoying D&D this morning. Thank you Aquasnakes and Anonymous for the gift subs. I don't know if I said thank you, but I'm very tired. I'm extremely grateful, but very tired, and that's why I'm the worst person on the planet. There's nothing worse than being like, oh, did I even do the most minimum thing and say thank you? Well, the most minimum thing is say thank you. The most maximum thing is providing you with the best D&D game this side of side quest. So you're welcome. Offer Babs to hop on shoulder and come with. Jump on my shoulder and we'll go and take a look.
Okay.
Barbara jumps onto your shoulder. The squirrel sort of sits comfortably on the armor, in between, sort of resting the bushy tail on the quiver. Let's just have you go and look at this fucking acorn tree, shall we? Because you guys are so scared of everything. Will the I'm sorry, just sweating. Is the tree going to fucking kill us? I can't go and look at it. I'm so scared right now. I've shit myself. I mean, D&D players, you know. So I get it. Don't get me wrong. I so get it when you're on that side. But it's so funny when you're a GM and you're like, I should just do an innocent scene. You're saying this to yourself. We'll do an innocent little scene. You meet a squirrel. It's been a lot of combat and stuff. You meet a fucking squirrel. And it wants you to help it find a hat. You know, D&D players.
Tie the fucking squirrel to an electric chair and get the answers out of it. It's not a squirrel, I'm telling you. It's a vampire. No, it's a mimic. It's a mimic. It's trying to get us to check that fucking tree. It's an awakened tree. It's gonna kill us.
I mean, just the most D&D thing of all time. Now, let me quickly show you what PB just sent me, first of all. Here's the opening part of the game that she's playing. PB, a little tavern by the coast has been my dream forever, and now it's real. I can't believe it. I mean, literally, actual PB. But then the next thing she sent me with no context was what? The acorn tree. A great and towering acorn tree is presented before you. It stands atop the cliff, overlooking the ocean. The wind gently swaying its leaves as a single acorn falls. With a light thud, it hits the ground and rolls into a pile of other acorns. Hundreds, nay, tens of acorns litter the ground. There are no other acorn trees in this area. What does Lyri do? A perception check is the answer, isn't it? Make me a perception check. Or an investigation check. I think perception is better for you though, isn't it? Yeah. Perception check, please. We'll take the second number that you roll. A 12. Plus 4. There are many cupules on the ground. Every single one of them is the same size and shape. Some of them still attached to acorns, some of them with the acorns missing. Hundreds. No. Tens. What does Lyri do? Okay. Sometimes it just stops. Oh, that wasn't actually me pressing it that made that happen. Wow, okay. Ask Babs if the hat is any of these on the ground. Collect all the acorns. Start giving Barbara every single sign, single one to check. Check if the acorns are hostile. Acords, the accords. Sokovian Accords. Alright, there's your options. What would you like to do? Ask Babs if the hat is any of these on the ground. Are any of these cupules the hat that you lost? Barbara says,
Yes, it's that one.
Leary picks it up and hands it to Barbara. You've completed the quest. You get 50 XP. And Barbara says,
I bestow upon you the most powerful ability of my people. You are the chosen of the acorn tree. Place your forehead against mine.
Leary places their forehead against Barbara's.
Yes. Take the most powerful ability that my people have to offer. This is the acorn attack.
And with a sudden psychic surge, the acorn attack is provided to Leary. Now, where the fuck do I write something like this in this sheet? Here? Here, isn't it? A feature? Acorn attack. Description. This attack cannot miss. It will always deal a guaranteed 1 hit point of damage, regardless of resistances or invulnerabilities. Perhaps that will come in useful in the future. Leary says, wow, better magic measle. Barbara says,
Yes, it is better than magic missile. Because magic missile can... the resistance and invulnerability thing means that it will sometimes not do as much damage. But basically magic missile is kind of stronger, I guess, but this is the most powerful ability of my people and you know it now. Good luck on your journey.
Barbara teleports away. What does Leary do? Fuck you, this is still better than your D&D campaign. Get out of here. Ah, fuck you, this is still better than your D&D campaign. I'd fucking love to play in this campaign, fuck you. I'm very tired. Were you at the beginning of the stream? I'm so tired. Alright? But I'm in a good mood. And you've gotten some really powerful items like a sandwich and acorn attack. And you know what? I'm adding acorn attack to this little fucking thing that reminds me what you can do. Acorn attack cannot miss 1 HP damage. To be fair, Acorn attack is really cool. And you could use that. Take it. DMs, take that and give that. Because you know what? That's kind of... Look, you're not going to use it much. But there will be times where you're like, I can do it. I can use Acorn attack. And it would work. Alright? So fuck you. Alright, what do you want? Are you going to spin the wheel? Let me spin the wheel first. Hold on. Because this might affect what you want to do. An instant potion. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the random potion generator here. The spell wind blows. I don't even want to. I don't want to say this, but this is what happens. You turn into a frog. For 1d4 days. The very moment that Barbara disappears, forgot the name of the creature, this happens. And I'm gonna pull up a frog. Frog? Frog. This is you now. And these are your stats. You have 1 HP, 11 AC, -5 strength, +1 dex, -1 con, -5 int, -1 whiz, -4 charisma. You're amphibious, which means you can breathe air and water. You have a standing leap feature, which is the frog's long jump is up to 20 feet, and its high jump is up to 10 feet, with or without a running start. You have a bite attack. The first thing I need you to do is make me a dexterity saving throw. As you land on the ground, an enormous blue creature opens a wide mouth filled with rows of dangerous teeth. And you hear,
Yes! Dinner is served! Delicious! Alive frogs! Ah.
you have a +1 to this dexterity saving throw. Take the second roll. Good luck and Godspeed. Oh, an 18. Boing. Leaping out of the way. You hear a
Bling, bling. What do you think you're doing?
Your little frog's eyes are struggling to keep up with what is happening. Your brain has got a -5 int, so processing the information of what you're witnessing is difficult. While you retain some of your understanding of being Lyri and who you are, you have flowers for Algernon right now.
Bing! What are you doing?
Don't you realize that Lyri's been polymorphed, you fool? That's Lyri.
That ain't Larry, that's a frog. It's delicious. That's dinner is what it is. Stop it. Ping, pong, ting. I'ma carry you, you motherfucker. How dare you touch me? Bring, bring.
Fight ensues. Eventually, Lancelot is able to calm down and convince Snotflap that the frog is in fact Lyri. I have a question for you. Continue the quest to the Fallen Star as a frog. Yes. No. What? What? Would you like to continue the quest to the Fallen Star as a frog? No. Are you sure? What's the pick a prize you're going for, Insta Rage? What do you want? Remember, if you hit $100 on a Sunday, you get to pick a prize. You can pick anything from the wheel. I want to turn into Frog from Chrono Trigger. Okay. Absolutely granted if you do it. For $100 you'll turn into the Frog from Chrono Trigger for this quest. No questions asked. With blue hair. Frog from Chrono Trigger with blue hair. Are you sure? No. Would you like to continue the quest to the Fallen Star as a frog? Well, it worked.
Frog.
Frog. Is that how you spell frog? In your damn backwards ass country? Shadow? Or are you just being playful and churlish? Thanks for the 25 bucks, both of you. Appreciate. That's going towards fuel in my new Lexus. I'm a Lexus driver now, so I get to look down upon you. Playful and silly. I'm being playful and silly. Shadow right now. I'm just playful and... Shadow twirling his hair. I'm just being playful and silly. This feels like an intrusive thought in Frog's brain. Would you like to continue the quest as Frog? Yes, you've decided now. Are you double sure? Yes. No. I'm only going as the Chrono Frog. Like an old PS1 JRPG or a Zelda game. Being asked. Yes? No. Okay. No. Right? You doing this on purpose? Would you like to continue the quest as a frog? Yes? No. I mean, just trying to make me keep having to write that. You know? Just trying to get me to see how long I do this for. Like I won't do this all day. I can do this all day. Like I'm not running on 3 hours sleep and no fuel in the Lexus. Like I don't need to pay for the fucking insurance on the Lexus. And I need to sit here until we hit at least 3 more subs and 50 more bucks. 40 more bucks? 10 more bucks. Like I don't need to insure a car. Why is insurance so expensive, by the way? Would you like to continue the quest as a frog? Yes.
Frog.
Thank you, Anonymous. Are you fucking sure?
Frog, please.
Ah! Overpaid. Beaut, overpaid. Now you can almost get another pick a prize. Because one is unlock frog, right? And the other one is just a normal prize. Normal pick a prize. A normal pick a prize.
Pick a prize, pick a prize.
Are you fucking sure? Yes. Suddenly. Suddenly, the frog sitting on Lancelot's shoulder blinks. Well, its slick green skin glistens in the daylight. Descriptive genius, BradWOTO.
For all you petrol needs, let Harvey roam. Congratulations on your new, excellent vehicle. Nice. Blessings, L.
Thank you, Al. I shall feed Harvey. Harvey eats tonight. The frog's body begins to tremble. Then, the frog's muscles stretch, contort. The hind legs lengthen, bones cracking audibly as they reshape. It goes from a squat frog into something more humanoid. Its torso widens, the rib cage expands, shifting skin that becomes a sort of deep mottled emerald with splits of brown down it. Fingers split from webbed stubs. A shimmer of arcane light washes over its head. The eyes, once wide and blank, now suddenly narrow with Lyri's familiar intelligence. And from the crown of the frog's head, a long flowing blue mane of hair, cascading down the back of the frog like a river of water. A cloak appears upon the frog, billowing in the day wind. Day wind. And also a blade appears upon its side. The transformation complete. Lyri stands upright, no longer the simple frog on the shoulder of a paladin, but a noble, fierce warrior. And for the upcoming quest, you will do it as a frog.
Brad, what is it? What is the upcoming quest? Tell us what it is, Brad.
Let's see what this song sounds like. Lancelot has carried you towards the fallen star. A full day and night have passed since you had transformed into a frog. Time twisted and strange in your beastly form. Coming to the realization that you had been a frog for all of this time, Lancelot explains that you have come close to, but not into, the area of the fallen star. Atop a wind-scoured cliff, that overlooks the ocean. You see it now. The fallen star. A crater at the top of the cliff where something ancient once, a long, long time ago, fell from the sky. The impact creating fused stone spires of blackened glass that reach high up into the sky, jutting upward like frozen lightning. Each one glows and hums with arcane energy. The ground about the crater is scorched. No fire burns, for the fires have long been put out, but no plants have grown in all the years. There are shards of iridescent scales, larger than any known creatures, that glimmer, half buried in the soil. Lancelot reaches down. They're warm to the touch despite the cold air of the cliff. Strange tremors rumble and ripple through the earth, faint and rhythmic, like distant breathing. Long ago, they say, a dragon rested here. Some say it was defeated, some say that it never truly died. Some say it's no dragon at all, but an alien. Something aberrant and different. And that it slumbers beneath the craters, beneath the stone, beneath the glass, dreaming endlessly. We kind of have to end there, don't we? I mean, that was, even for me, that was pretty good. I mean, you know, even for the boy. You've arrived at the next side quest.
Side quest.
The Fallen Star. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Let's make some notes here. Let's make some notes for what the hell happened here today, so that I remember for next week. You're at the Fallen Star. They say what lives underneath is either an alien or a dragon, that it may have been killed or it might not have been. You are currently a frog from Chrono Trigger. And it is in a giant crater, which is basically one of the things from Final Fantasy 16 with all the glass coming up out of it. You know? A Final Fantasy 16. Oh, and you get to pick a prize. Let's do it now. Yep, you can pick it right now. Pick a prize. What a banger track, by the way. How did they get Chrono Trigger so right? Item, next roll 20, quad vantage, wild magic, wish granted. You don't need a long rest. Spin for companion. Merchant, gold, ocean, roll, magic item, 10% boost to Diablos, level up companion. Bling, blah, 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 bling, 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 bling. Thank you so much, Rabbit Abs, for coming in with the 46-monther. Enjoy your drive. I will. I love it so much. I'm having so much fun driving around in Harvey, and Harvey will feast. I'll get some of that premium petrol. I'll get the premium shit on behalf of Jaeger, Bew, Anonymous, Shadow,
Garuda.
Insta Rage, and Shadow. Garuda! The most Final Fantasy 16 thing I've ever described. That was what I was trying to describe, was one of those Final Fantasy 16 locations. It was so beautiful in that game. I loved it so much. You know, the landscape shots in that game are fucking incredible. Say what you want about 16. The giant great... What were they called, those sites? The big sites of power. Unreal, dude. Unbelievably cool looking. That's what you're at right now. Of course you are. Where else could you possibly be? Wish granted. What do you want? What's your wish? Mother crystals. Yes, thank you. Leary gains wings. Remain in froggy form forever. We can turn frog form on, off. Flying broom, just to piss off PB. Oh my god, the half-eaten sandwich. If you put power into it, it will become the full sandwich. I just realized. The half-eaten sandwich becomes a full ham and cheese sandwich, regenerating and always delicious. More wishes? Leary should have a soul-bound vehicle. What is that? New BBEG is Wax Steven. Yeah, those will do. There you go. Wish granted. What do you want? Garuda! In case she teleports it back away. Oh, so yeah, she can summon it like with the swords that like Battle Masters can summon. Not Battle Masters. Eldritch Knights. I want to say something right now, and it's that I cannot believe that I'm about to say these words. I genuinely respect the choice that you've picked. The half-eaten sandwich becomes a full ham and cheese sandwich, regenerating and always delicious. Copying that into my notes. You've done it. You've earned Father's love. And with that, I kind of heard it. The magic of the spell wind blows once again, and the half-eaten sandwich that tastes disgusting. It tastes more disgusting with the longer it lasts or whatever. Becomes a full ham and cheese sandwich, which regenerates endlessly and is always delicious. My God, it's beautiful. My God, it's beautiful. One more prize. Oh, for fuck's sake, you got another one? Oh, that... I can't fucking see what it says because there's so many little things after it. Wish granted. Alright, what else do you want? Add one more. Add one more wish. You know what? I'm going to put the word Garuda. Garuda summon. There you go. Expedition 33 for the next hour. Too late. I can't do an hour of it, it will kill me. I won't be able to just play it for 1 hour. That's disgusting. Just have one small bit of heroin. Exactly, yeah, the fucking trick, you know? A heroin dealer. A heroin dealer in the chat room. Just enough to get by.
please. Just one morsel.
What do you want? Wish granted. What is it? I'm gonna regret how tired I am today next week, and I log in to all this shit and I'm like, wait, what? You're a frog from Chrono Trigger? You have the ham and cheese sandwich and a fucking Garuda summon? Garuda summon. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm gonna be like, what? Why did I do that? Next week, watch, I'll be like, oh, what? What the fuck? You know when you're tired and you're like, you make fucking weird decisions, the next day you're like, why did I do that to myself? See you tomorrow for Gloomhaven. I'll give you the full story if you get here early enough. 2 p.m. UK time. I'll tell you all about that driving exam I took, because it was pretty, I don't know, it's a pretty interesting story, I think.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
Nothing you've ever said is interesting, and we hate you. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. I had fun. And appreciate you all coming out watching the stream. I very much appreciate those of you that have provided me with cold hard cash today. All of it goes towards my new son, Harvey. Welcome Harvey to the family. I'll jingle the keys at you. He's currently Harvey. I have no doubt at some point he will upgrade to Harvey Dent, and then eventually when I crash the entire left side into a brick wall, he will become Two-Face. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Don't forget to tune into Table Story tonight for a little drop of blood with Deathless. And I'll see you tomorrow in Gloomhaven with the boys. Bye. Thanks, Cold War Nerd.
Bye.